Tinginin ko nga. Alright. Title. Alright. So, hello, hello, hello. Hello. Tingnan natin. Share muna natin lahat. Alright. Good morning, good morning. Share na rin natin dito yan. Alright, see. Live na rin tayo sa Facebook, of course. Ayan, tingnan nga natin. Alright. Good morning. Literal na good morning yan. Alright, let's see. Tingnan ko nga rin dito. Just wanna make sure everything's good. Ayan. All goods naman na pala. Alright, ang hirap nang hindi ko nakikita sarili ko. Nasa isang ano lang, isang side. Sa YouTube, wala tayong video. Sorry, wala tayong video capture. Pero sa Facebook, okay naman. May video capture tayo din. Hindi lang mailagay sa ano, sa YouTube. Anyway, good evening guys. Good morning. Welcome to our special episode of Gusto Mo Ba Mag-VA? So basically, tonight, uh, wala tayong guest. Uh, because of some reason. That's why we are going back to check and watch some of the highlights that we had with our previous podcasts. So ito yung mga magagandang part na nangyari dun sa ano no, sa ating mga podcast before. And let me know if you um, have questions or feel free comment lang kayo dito sa ano sa ating chat box and I'll be here. So let's watch the first one. Right, wait lang. Not sure. Okay. Hindi ko pa yata nababago dito. Ayan. I think this is good.
To those people who doesn't know
There we go.
you, can you tell us who Rap Kaputolan is? Ano bang meron sa atin, sir? Saan ba tayo nagsimula? Ano ba yung, work experience natin, work background? And of course, we are here to know more about the VA Rookies PH. So, ayun, sir. So, ano bang meron sa atin ngayon?
Ewan ko kung anong meron sa atin, but um, I'm just a typical virtual assistant.
Okay.
There's no special thing about me, but such that
Mhm.
I just decided to start a page to
Okay.
put all of my sentiments, yung mga hinanakit ko, yung mga typical social media stuff lang. So I started VA Rookies
Ah,
way back 2019 or 2020 to be
okay.
exact. Um, because I wanted to yung parang build a community wherein I could ask someone or maybe we could collaborate with someone about anong dapat gawin dito. Kasi way back 2020 or 2018, 2019, 2020, virtual assistant is not yet that popular, di ba?
Mhm, mhm,
So it's just my way to to collaborate with other people, to
mhm.
meet other people on this industry. So yung mga ganun. And also for the purpose of helping those na wala talagang idea sa pagiging virtual assistant. Like
Okay,
me, I don't have any ideas kasi I'm from BPO industry for
okay.
roughly around 4 years. So
All right. So,
customer service, billing and sales, ganun.
mhm. How did you do that? Para ma-share mo lang dun sa iba nating mga kasama.
Like letting people know or letting your family know about your work is very difficult for me kasi again they don't understand what I'm doing.
Mhm.
But it's funny kasi they don't have any ideas kung anong ginagawa ko.
Yeah.
Yung alam lang nila is nakababad lang ako sa
Sa
computer.
computer.
They just yeah, and they just started to realize that I'm working when
Yeah.
the time that I received my first salary.
Oh,
Yun.
okay.
So parang na bother sila o parang nagtataka they started to question
Mhm.
anong trabaho niya? Napapansin ko nagko-computer lang siya. But he is earning money. So, ano
Yeah.
yung ginagawa niya? So, that was the time. Tapos they started to adjust. Parang it's a work even though I
Yeah.
don't understand it as of the moment. Kasi yung
Mhm.
typical Filipino family, they just acknowledge work like doctors,
Yes.
teachers,
Yes.
police, yun. Aside
Mhm.
from that, hindi yan trabaho or hindi yan
Mhm.
profession.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
it's very foreign that time. But right now, my family is very appreciative on what I'm doing. They also acknowledge the fact that I'm also sharing things and
Yeah.
they also saw my post, how
Yan.
it
Tama.
impacts other people, yung mga ganun. So
True.
parang nasasabi ko na rin that they are somehow proud even though there's still questions in their mind. As long as they are getting monies yun na.
Grabe yung ano eh, yung as long as they're getting money. Pero yun yung isa sa mga pinakamahirap na part din is kung paano mo siya i-introduce sa mga kasama mo sa bahay. Especially kapag ka medyo matatanda yung mga kasama mo. Kapag ka hindi siya yung usual na trabaho, say for example, hindi ka police, hindi ka seaman, hindi ka nurse, hindi ka doktor, hindi ka engineer, hindi ka accountant, anything. At nakikita nila na nakaharap ka lang sa computer. Most of the time, ang sabihin lang nila yan is, lagi yan, kaka-computer mo yan. Lagi na lang yan ganyan. Para kala nila naglalaro-laro lang. Pero, magiging ano yan, parang magiging um, mas clear sa kanila kapag ka nag-start na siguro yan nakikita nila nag-earn ka na ng kahit papaano paunti-unti and siguro nakakapag-contribute ka na rin sa bahay instead na parang nasa bahay ka lang tapos wala ka namang ginagawa. So it's really important for you to introduce your work, especially dun sa mga accounts or mga niche na kailangan um, ng call. Kunwari, yung mga appointment setters or yung mga customer service, mga ganun. Um, Kailangan mong ipaliwanag yan sa mga kasama mo sa bahay kasi syempre kailangan mo ng quiet place eh. Unless siguro meron kang isang parte ng bahay ninyo na wala talagang manggugulo sa'yo, okay lang na nandun ka lang or sa kwarto mo siguro mga ganun. Pero may mga kasama kasi tayo dito sa VA industry na talagang kumbaga yan, kunwari, isang buong bahay, andun lang, andito ka sa sala kasi nandito yung computer. So, kailangan mo silang sabihan na kailangan mo ng tahimik na background para hindi ka mapagalitan kumbaga in a sense. So, yun yung isang part na medyo mahirap kasi syempre sabihin ng iba, "Ba't ako tatahimik eh, gusto ko magingay or whatever." May mga ganun eh, may mga ganun tao talaga. So, ang kailangan lang is you really need to let them know na work to, hindi lang to computer. At isa pa eh, kailangan talaga is kumbaga merong cooperation ng mga kasama mo. Puwing pa ako. Alright, let's check the other part of it.
If I remember it correctly, there are people who are asking, Sir, okay lang ba na bumili muna ako ng laptop bago ako maghanap ng kliyente? Or bago ako maghanap ng ano, bago ako mag-apply for VA? Or bili muna ako ng laptop kahit na hulugan, tapos maghahanap ako ng kliyente. So, on your end, nung time na yon, first time, what happened? Did you have your computer already? Everything?
100% no. I wala talaga akong equipment that time.
Oh,
So
okay.
what happened is I'm from Cebu when the pandemic happened, right?
Okay.
So and I'm from Davao. So um what I did is, since I've been working on a BPO for roughly 4 years now, so
Mhm.
napag-isipan ko to take advantage of the salary loan ng SSS. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
nag-loan ako. So that was around 13,000 yung nakuha ko
Okay.
from that loan. So what I did is I purchased around 3,000 worth of ticket. I booked from Cebu to Davao. So umuwi ako. Then the rest, binili ko ng PC set, Japan surplus na PC set
Mhm.
for 7,000 pesos.
Wow.
And yeah,
Oh, ayos
7,000.
yun, ah.
It's amazing kasi meron na siyang monitor.
Yeah.
Though napakaliit lang ng monitor niya.
Mhm.
Tapos meron siyang desktop, tapos
Mhm.
meron ng freebies na mouse,
Mouse
tapos
keyboard.
keyboard. So,
Yeah.
yun. So, package na siya for 7,000. And then,
Nice.
tapos, I'm not really sure kasi hindi siya yung internet ko, hindi siya PLDT, hindi din siya Converge or Globe.
Mhm.
Para siyang satellite lang na parang anong tawag doon? Parang nakikiconnect ka lang sa ibang sa tower, yung ganun.
Okay.
So,
A term, technical term doon, if I remember correctly, is piggyback riding. Pero correct
yeah,
me if I'm wrong dun sa mga IT, ah. Kasi dun sa term namin before sa tech is piggyback riding if you're connecting to a different provider na wala ka naman talaga sariling provider. So anyway, okay. So go. Anong nangyari? So
so
you're connected using not the big, dati big two lang eh. 'Di ba? Yung PLDT, technical PLDT Smart, tapos Globe, 'di ba?
mm,
Tapos ngayon may
ano na.
Converge na. So ngayon marami-rami na eh. And then what happened?
So it's funny kasi yung internet ko, sabi pa, I'm just piggyback riding the connections I have. So it's very hassle kasi kapag humangin lang ng kaunti, you
Nawawala.
need to parang i-twist mo yung satellite para magka-connection
Oh
ka
wait.
ulit.
So
Napaka-hassle.
you have a physical satellite
Yes,
or
a physical dish. Yung nakikita mo sa
yeah, yeah,
parang
yeah.
parang dish siya
Yeah, yeah.
wherein you need to align it to the main
Mhm.
tower para
Mhm.
magka-connection ka. Yung connection ko before.
Oh, okay. Parang ano pala, yung parang Starlink right now. Nung kay Elon Musk.
Parang
'Di ba? Na
crappy
parang
version ng
meron.
Starlink. Yeah,
Oo.
crappy version ng Starlink.
The crappy
Yun,
version of Starlink.
as in, my family can
Okay.
testify around 12 or
Yeah.
around madaling araw, nasa labas ako, nagagaganyan ako ng satellite namin just to have connection, and it's very
Right.
frustrating. It's only just 2021 or
Yeah.
patapos na ng 2021 that I have stable connection, which is
Hmm.
PLD. So ayun, napakahirap talaga when it comes to equipment wise kasi
Yeah.
the Japan surplus computer palaging pumapalya, so I need to run from places to places para ma-fix siya, or nanghihiram ng laptop sa ibang tao just to continue the work, kasi if I will not work or if I will not do anything, mawawalan ako ng trabaho.
Of course. Of course. Anong niche yung ginagawa?
Ayun guys, no? So, before tayo mag-proceed dun sa next part of this, yung pinaka-key takeaway dun, parang kung gusto mo talagang mag-start, mag-work as VA, maraming ano dyan, may mga second-hand na mga laptops, computers, sabihin mo na, kumare, 10,000 lang budget mo. Siya nga, 7,000 may nagamit siya na ano. Kumbaga may nabili siya na ano na computer for 7,000. Siguro ngayon wala na masyado 7,000 pero siguro meron mga tigte 10. Pero kumbaga, kung gusto mo talagang mag-work as a VA and the equipment ang magiging issue mo, it shouldn't be a problem kasi magagawa mo ng paraan. Kung siya, nakapag-loan siya sa SSS before, tinake advantage na yun, then for you, if you really would like to do that, um, I suggest do something about it. Kumbaga, kung kailangan mong mangutang for you to buy your equipment, if you can get a client right away, I would say yes. No? Hindi siya, kumbaga, hindi siya yung something na parang inutang mo tapos wala ka pa naman palang sure na client, hindi mo alam kung saan ka kukuha ng kliyente, mga ganon. So, um, kumbaga, ito investment po kasi ito eh. So, this is going to be, this is gonna be used, yung loan mo is going to be used to buy an equipment for you to get more money, then that's a good debt. 'Di ba? Kasi may return on investment 'yan. So that is what he did. So aside from that, kung sakali may problem with the connection, 'di ba? Siya nga merong dish, naka-dish siya, satellite dish, para na makakonect ng internet connection kasi nga sa Davao del Sur sila. And medyo wala nung time na yun nag-start siya, wala pa silang PLDT or yung Converge. So yung satellite dish pa yung ginagamit nila for them to get internet connection. So katulad na sinasabi nila, kung gusto mo talaga, merong paraan. Alright?
Tama. Right now.
Yan. So about the niche, that's the question that I'm about to answer earlier. Kaso
Ayun.
that I am just overwhelmed with the things na nasa utak ko. But anyways, ang niche ko ngayon mainly is social media, graphic design, tapos video editing. Yun yung talagang niche ko. At saka digital marketing as well. And
Okay.
yeah, but I started with just customer service kasi wala akong experience eh. Only being a call center agent. So, cold calling, tapos naging
Mhm.
leads manager, tapos
Mhm.
client success manager, tapos nag-transition ako into social media without any experience. And you know what? Ito yung recent na kino-coach ko sinishare ko sa mga followers ko sa Facebook that even though you don't have that much of experience, it's a matter of how you present yourself. Kasi
Yes.
I'm not really sure if I'm not saying that it will work for you,
Mhm.
but this works for me kasi I don't have any experience with social media management, right? But what I use to apply as a social media manager is my Facebook pages. So, I have a photography page sa Facebook, tapos meron din akong vlog na page sa Facebook. So, yun yung ginamit ko to apply. So, I
Mhm.
present it to the client, hey client, I have this. Ito yung mga ways na ginagawa ko. Ito yung mga content na ginagawa ko on a day-to-day basis. Ito yung engagement ko, blah, blah, blah. And I was able to get the position from social media, naging graphic design, of course, digital marketing, email campaign, tapos
Mhm.
video editing. And the list goes on. And pwede bang mag pwede bang mag-advise?
Oo
Advice
naman,
ko
of
lang,
course.
yeah,
Yes.
advice ko lang sa advice ko lang sa mga nanonood is invest on your skills. Kasi
Yes.
if you don't have that willingness and if you will stay on where you are right now, if ayaw mo mag-invest or ayaw mo mag-learn ng skills, you will stay there. You will not grow. You
Yes.
will not step up to the ladder of this industry. And
Yes.
eventually, if not, if hindi ka, if you will not step up, eventually you will lose it. Kasi
That's true.
napa again guys, this is very overwhelming, Jason, kasi way back 2018, 2019, 2020, when virtual assistant is not yet known, sobrang dali, not hindi naman sobrang dali, but medyo madali yung maghanap ng client, but nowadays
Yes.
super
Super
super hirap
hirap.
maghanap
Yes,
ng
that's true.
client.
Sa'yo, aside from skills, what is the next thing that you need to invest on? Na kailangan ito, bit-bit mo to sa ganitong industriya. Hindi man siya physically, hindi siya, kumbaga, hindi man ng computer. What else? What else can you advise our, mga ating kamang ka-BA dyan?
Yung mga VA.
Uh,
Yeah, I think kasi I'm always saying this to my followers that virtual assistant is not a stable industry. Anytime now, virtual assistant or maybe your work will be gone.
mhm.
On a glimpse, in a snap of a finger, parang mawawala yan, and that's a foreseen future. Yan, we can predict that with the growing demands of AI, all of those things, it's certain na mangyayari. So, what we're gonna do? Ano yung dapat nating gawin? Number one is to invest, to save, and that's what I'm encouraging people. Wag puro yapang, save din. Yan. Save money. Then tapos invest on land, invest on gold, invest on insurances. Yeah, you could also start up business. Yun yung goal. Isa sa goal ko sa 2024 is to put up business. Kasi again, my I don't see I really honestly I am not seeing myself working on this industry for forever till I grow old. I'm not seeing myself on this specific industry. Though I'm enjoying a lot on this industry kasi nasusunod ko yung gusto ko eh. I'm a very creative person. So aside from investing, saving, also venture on other opportunities such as maybe ads on reels. Yun yung pinaka ma
Mhm.
anyone can do it. Tapos
Yes.
if you are that type of person who wanted to enter crypto or forex, then do that. You know, I'm not I'm not there yet, but I'm also making that as an option. Tapos gawa ka ng mga digital products to sell online. Yung mga ganun, mga productive.
Mm.
Then ano pa? Also don't just focus on one niche. Kasi ngayon I have now RapCap Graphics, which is you can search it on Facebook, RapCap Graphics.
Ayun, no?
Um, basically,
Hindi,
free
hindi.
promo.
Ilalagay natin yung yung link nung RapCap graphics sa
Ayan.
sa description, of course, syempre. Oh, okay. So, what about the RapCap graphics?
So yun, it's not just virtual. It's not just virtual. It does not operate virtually 100%, but
Mhm.
I also offer my service locally na.
Ayun.
So I I provide service on creating tarpaulin layouts,
Okay.
uniforms,
Logos, mga
t-shirt
ganon.
designs, yung mga ganun.
T-shirt designs. Okay.
Yeah,
So, aside from digital, I mean, aside from online, you also do it, I mean, in your local area,
yeah,
basically.
locally, personal.
Local, ayan. So, mga sa saan nga ulit? Davao,
So, Davao del Sur.
ayan, mga taga Davao del Sur, saang area? Malawak-lawak yun eh.
Yeah, kasi malalag Davao del Sur.
Malalad, ayan. Oh, yun guys. So, sa mga sa mga taga Malalad, Davao del Sur, or somewhere near Malalad, ayan. If you would like to
Alam na.
look for a graphic designer, especially for shirts, for caps, or for mugs, or anything. Kasi technically, kahit saan naman eh, pwede nyo nang lagyan eh, di ba? Design
Mm.
sa background ninyo, or tarpaulin, or anything. RapCap Graphics, I'll put the link in the description. Share din natin yan sa sa Facebook. So ayan, let's help out, kasi actually sa industry na to, tayo lang din naman magtutulungan kung tutuusin, 'di
Tama.
ba? So yes, so ayan, yung mga gustong magpagawa, alam na, baka naman. Okay, so going back to your page, the PA Rookies, no, what is your ultimate goal for the page? Or hindi, sorry. Wag mo na yung ultimate goal. What was your, let's say, the mission vision of the page itself?
Well, yung mission vision ko is to help yung mga aspiring, or not to totally help them kasi I don't promote spoon feeding, but
Hmm.
to give them at least an idea on what's virtual assistant looks like, ano yung mga day-to-day scenarios, mga dilemmas. Tapos to provide practical tips as well. And just to I believe na post ko na to, but it's not really that engaging. But I just wanted to share ano yung meaning ng VA rookies.
Mhm.
Rookies is um, it's a military term for yung mga baguhan pa lang, mga intern.
Mhm.
Yan. It's another word for intern. Di ba? You can see there that they undergo a lot of hardship, they
Yes.
undergo a lot of trials. Minsan pa nga they need to crawl on a mud just to survive or just to overcome a specific obstacles or yung mga
Mhm.
blockage sa ways nila.
Yeah.
After that, eventually they will be promoted into police, SPO 1,
Yes.
SPO 2, then they
Mhm.
will be colonel, general, yung mga ganong
Okay.
stepping
Yeah.
stone. And that's the concept that I'm also thinking sa VA rookies. Kasi
Mhm.
every one of us starts with nothing. Just
Yes.
for example, I started with nothing but just my knowledge of being a call center agent. So
Mhm.
ayun, I stumbled a lot of I come across a lot of problems, mga blocks, mga obstacles, yun mga mga hirap sa buhay. And I use that to build what I have right now. And that's also that's also the message that I'm trying to relate to everyone, that yes, you may feel hopeless right now. Um you may feel that nothing is working for you. Parang feel mo na yung mga yung mga efforts mo, walang pinapatunguhan.
Mhm.
But you trust me, guys, trust me. Maybe sooner or later you will just realize that all happens for a reason, and that happens because it's just a preparation for you to it's just a preparation for bigger things na naghihintay sa sa future. And
Nice.
that's the basic concept of VA rookies, to give, to share, to equip
Mhm.
on our own simple ways. Kasi yung motto sa, ewan ko kung na-change ko na siya, but the motto on our page is
Mhm.
Virtual Assistant 101, helping you how to be a virtual assistant in our own simple ways. Yun. Yun yung parang tagline ng VA Rookies. If you will go to my page.
Let me just share to you a little, guys.
Please.
This is me sharing about my VA life, right? So, um, right now as a VA, I am a social media manager, by the way.
Mhm.
So, I handle my clients' social media accounts. Sometimes when you handle different IG accounts that falls into the same niche, real estate, for example, but these are your clients under different states in US, and
Mhm.
you can't just use yung content ni client dun sa isa, because technically they are competitors. Technically they are competitors.
Yes.
They just don't know that you're working for both of them,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It may sound confusing to you for those who are aspirants, guys, but you really have to be careful. Na you have to specify each content for these clients. For VA aspirants, you may have heard people doing multiple clients, which is true and which is existing. My advice to you though is do not get distracted and do not get easily hyped with people handling multiple clients, because it doesn't happen overnight. And imagine someone juggling five bottles, five bottles in 24 hours, to be honest. Ginajagil mo yun. Those bottles, by the way, have rocks inside. Pag nabasag yung isa doon, sa ulo mo pa nabasag, patay ka.
Masakit
Imagine,
yun.
that's what's happening. Masakit yun. Very, very painful, guys. So yeah, it may really sound easy on the surface. We just make it look easy though, okay? Because we don't want you to see blood at our back, our wounds,
Mhm.
scars at the back. No one wants to see that, okay? But yeah,
Exactly.
it's not easy, guys. I mean, you know what they say: if it's easy, everyone will be doing it.
Kailangan mong
Yep.
alagaan ang kliyente mo.
Yes.
Tama?
Yes. I
Bak
totally agree. 100%. Yeah.
bakit, coach?
Um,
Bakit? While I'm
guys,
fixing this.
this may be like self-explanatory, but I'm gonna explain it anyway, right?
Mhm.
Um, you do not compromise your quality of work to your first client, guys, because chances are it's the ang resulta niyan is very very worse. Number one, you may lose that first client who trusted you in the first place, and so you have to start over. But chances are, since you have already compromised your job on that client, dito pumapasok yung referral na sinasabi ni Sir Jason kanina. Client's referral has a lot more weight, guys, than your CV. Believe me or not. It has like what, 10, 50 times more weight? You do not have to explain yourself to this new client. Yung client na ang gagawa yun sa'yo. Plus,
Exactly.
yeah, it's heavier because even if that second client does not trust you, that client trusts your first client, and that means a lot. um do not compromise your work on your first client, guys. It takes time to transition to a new client. When would I know, Coach Kicks, when I'm ready to transition to the second client? You would know. It's not me to judge. Sir Jason and I cannot tell you when really to get the second your second client. You would know it. You would know it.
True.
You would see signs of yourself. You would see improvements of yourself. In my case, though, I did not realize that I'm capable with the second client until that first client told me that, hey, I have a new client to introduce to you. I did not know really because siya yung nagsabi. And I was like, okay, this is okay. Yeah, sure. This is like, actually, yung pagkasagot ko nun, parang aanga-anga pa ako kasi it was like an ambush sentence from her. You know what,
Mhm.
Francis? I have this friend that needs help on her social media. I'd like to introduce her to you. And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. Aanga pa ako. I was not telling because wow, I have no idea that I have that in me, to be honest. But yeah, you would know, guys. It takes time. It takes time. The one thing that you cannot cheat as a VA. There is no shortcut for experience. There is no shortcut
Yes.
for experience, guys. You can learn a lot of online courses, even free and even paid. There is no online course in the world that will give you a shortcut to your experience, to be honest. Wala. You really have to go through it. And this is what I also tell the aspiring VAs because they have a lot of anxieties. Baka hindi ko to kaya. Maybe it's not in my line. What I tell them is yung motto ng Nike. Just do it. Just
Just
start.
do it.
Just start. Yeah. I mean, just start. You have to start somewhere. Coach Kicks, I don't know. Just apply. I don't know about graphic designing, Coach Kicks. Just apply. Just start. Just start. Because yeah, I would keep on repeating that. Because if you don't really start moving, 2024. If I talk to you next year, 2025, chances are you'd still be in the same place
It's gonna
because
be
you
the
haven't
same.
moved. The world
Exactly.
would not, yeah, the world would not move for you guys. If you're gonna ask me right now, paano maging VA, and you don't do anything, chances are a year from now, you'd still be in your place and you'd still be
True.
asking me, paano maging VA 1 year after? What did you did with that 12 months? I mean, yeah, di ba?
Huwag kayong matakot, no? Na
Yeah,
i-take tong risk or i-take tong step na to in order for you to be a VA. Kasi kapag hindi mo ginawa yan, ay, next year, ganyan pa rin.
we
Tama
can
ba?
we can do 5 episodes here, guys, and if we don't start moving, I mean, you know,
Yes.
yeah, it's
Ayan.
still the same thing. There
Oo.
are actually there are like I've encountered some VA aspirants na
Mm.
before they start before they start applying, they'd like to prepare, which is a good thing, to be honest. They'd
Mhm.
like to prepare,
True.
they'd like to study. Um, the problem is they prepare too much. What do I mean? Uh, I know few VA aspirants na they take a lot of free courses online, which is good, no problem with that. Okay, but what they keep on telling me is that mag-a-apply na ako, sir, when I'm ready. And tell you what, guys, if you wait for yourself to be ready, you'll never be ready. It's, yeah, it's a trap, guys. It's a trap. You do not wait until you'll be ready because you know the world will not wait for you to be ready, guys. You have to be like ready right now. I mean, uh, do not be anxious or scared about the foreign clients that's gonna interview you. Chances are, what, 95% of these clients won't even meet you personally. Hindi mo nga sila
True.
makasalamuha sa daan. You won't meet them. If they reject you, the moment they reject you, 5 minutes after they're going to forget your name. Okay, so
Exactly.
there's no, yeah, there's no point being scared of like getting interviewed or baka ma-reject ako. By the way, guys, if you're starting as a VA, another tip, if you're starting as a VA, prepare yourself for rejections. Okay? Because I'm going to ask you right now, if you are aspiring VAs and you like apply for a client right now, do you expect yourself to be hired? Because I mean, what? I mean, yeah, if you're that talented, sure, why not? Maybe 95% talented, you may get hired, yeah. But what? That's one out of 50 aspirants, guys. Prepare yourself to be rejected because you will
Exactly.
be rejected. You will be rejected, guys.
True.
However, though, do not stop after getting rejected. You reject 10 times, you apply 20 times. You reject 20 times, you apply 30 times. You reject
Coach,
30 times, you apply 50 times.
may question
That's how
ako.
it works.
May question ako.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry. I-shoutout ko lang. Sabi nga ni Dabaway na VA, if you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing. And that is true.
Yep.
'Di ba? Kasi
Yep.
nga, katulad na nabanggit ko last time dun sa first episode, if this is your comfort zone, in order for you to grow, you need to step out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And your
Yes.
uncomfort zone, once you're growing, your comfort zone will grow as well. And then yung
Yep.
part na yun, yung medyo mas malaking part ng square ng uncomfort zone mo, dun na yung part na medyo lumalawak na. Kumbaga palaki na ng
Yep.
palaki yung comfort zone mo. Para sa ano sa coaching, in order for you to coach someone, you need to know the problem first. You need to
Yes. Yes.
identify the problem, di ba?
Identify the problem. Yep. Yep.
Kapag walang problema, wala kang coach. Di ba?
Yeah.
Walang ano yan, walang
Exactly.
development, walang problema eh. Paano mo i-coach
That's
yan,
why
di
it's
ba?
that's why it's the first step, diba? First step in solving the problem, identify the
Exactly.
problem. That's the
Identify the
beginning.
problem. Exactly. You identify the problem. And um, yung ano yan, yung part ng rejections, you need to understand you're not rejected because of who you are. It's just because of
Yes.
you are lacking something that they're looking for as of now,
Yep.
which you will be able to probably get after, after a couple of months, after a couple of trainings or whatnot. But then
Yep.
again, kaya nga sinasabi, kapag ka sa companies, kapag ka nag-apply ka, na-reject ka, di ba? Oh, you can reapply
Yep.
after 3 months or 6 months. Di ba?
Yep.
Kasi binibigyan ka ng
Yep.
panibagong chance. And they know
Yep.
that you will take a look on the rejection or yung hindi ka na-hire and work on it.
Yep.
Di ba? What I was thinking earlier is that you need to have as what they call an idol, no? The person that you look up to. Ngayon, doon sa mga viewers na, not just for the aspiring ones, but even the seasoned VAs or even anybody, tanong mo sa sarili mo, sino ba idol mo?
Yep.
Kasi, if you're looking up to this person, one way or the other, medyo na-absorb mo na eh kung ano yung
Yep.
ginagawa nila. You're
Yes.
watching them sa YouTube, you're following them sa mga social media accounts, you're um, kapag merong mga happening sa labas or let's say kapag may mga talks or whatnot, you're trying to get to it or so.
Yep.
So, in a sense, nakukuha mo na kung ano yung ginagawa talaga nila. That is your idol. Ngayon,
Yes.
kung idol mo, kunwari, let's say, idol mo, sino ba? Idol mo si Skastakli. Patay tayo dyan. Di ba? Yung mga
Bumati,
ganon.
bumati,
No.
bati, bati. Oh.
O kaya idol mo si sino ba, yung mga ibang influencer na walang magawang matino. O, 'di ba? Ang dami kasi you can be their idol in terms of what they do yung specialty nila. For example,
Yeah.
si Skastakli. Ano si Skastakli? Rapper, 'di ba?
Yep.
Maayos naman siyang rapper in a sense.
Yep.
I mean, for the people who listens to OPM rap, that's good. Dun sa mga hindi naman nakikinig ng OPM rap, you're fine. Pero we cannot invalidate the fact na si Skastaklik magaling mag-rap. If
Yep.
you're into rap, that's fine. Siya yung naging idol mo, di ba? Sila Kiko Magalona, di ba? Sila Francis M, sila Glock 9, ayan, sila Looney, anyone dun sa sa industry na yun. But if you are trying to be let's say, a graphic designer, and then wala kang maisip na graphic designer na magaling, you need to reevaluate.
Yes.
Kasi nawawalan ka na ng basis kung saan mo gusto patungo. Hindi mo na
Let
alam
me
eh. Hmm.
let me give you an example, guys. Let me give you an example. I know someone, and this is actually a real thing. If this really happened, I know someone. Now he is an aspiring photographer. He bought a camera, high end camera actually, and is taking pictures. Actually, he made a page. na pinopost yung pictures niya. And so, yun yung dream niya, and which is good. I asked him, sino yung pinapollow mo online na mga photographer? He cannot give me a single word or a single name.
Mhm.
So I was like, I was like, for example, ako, let me give you another example, guys. If you ask me the persons I'm following on TikTok, take down on these names because these are very good people. Jordan Peterson,
Yes.
Ben Shapiro, Tony
Ben
Robbins,
Shapiro, yes.
yeah,
Tony Robbins,
Simon,
yes.
yeah, Simon Sinek,
Simon Sinek,
Gary,
yes. Gary
he's called
Vaynerchuk.
Gary V. He's called Gary V, but his
Vaynerchuk,
last name,
yeah.
they I can't pronounce the last name, but yeah, he's,
Gary V,
he's known as
yes.
yeah, he's known as Gary V. These people, guys,
Yes.
Matt Walsh, by the way, these people, guys, if you search them, this can give you a lot of insights. And yeah, Sir Jason is actually correct. Sooner or later, you would realize you're actually starting to mold to these people, the way they think, the way they talk.
Yes.
You followed Andrew Tate, no offense on this guy, but sooner or later, you start talking like Andrew Tate. And you start, I mean,
O, dun
you
tayo
know
sa
what I'm
local
talking
version.
about.
Yung isa pa, may local version din nun.
Yeah, yung
Di ba?
motivational, baka mabash tayo, yung
Wag,
motivational rise. Yeah,
basta, siya na
every time
yun.
he speaks, guys, yeah, every time he speaks about this motivational rise, he reminds me of Andrew Tate. So, social media is very powerful nowadays. Make
Yes.
good use of it. Okay?
Mhm.
You follow toxic people in social media, depends on how you define toxic. Sooner or later, you would realize
That's
you're
true.
starting to become like them. Again, take note of the names. These are very important people, guys.
Sama na,
Jordan
lagay natin sa
Peterson.
ano, lagay natin sa description ng video,
Yes,
no?
yes.
Para
Follow
at
these
least
people.
even that
Every time you
their accounts, their social media accounts.
Yes. Kahit si Ben Shapiro lang, guys, ako, personal experience, every time I hear him speak, Ben Shapiro is very, very articulate when it comes to explaining things. And that helps a lot during your interview. It helps you become articulate. You don't waste words. You're able to bring your message across dun sa recruiter mo. Very, very helpful, guys.
Mhm.
Jordan Peterson, again, those people, Tony Robbins, Simon Sinek, so.
You touched based about researching yung ano kasi si Rap si VA Rookies PH si Rap. Natatawa ako diyan kasi naiinis na siya.
Yes.
Alam mo yung parang ano, parang pwede mo i-search.
He has a long post about that last year. Yung how binigyan ng link. Anong gagawin ko sa link? Click niyo po. Para saan po? Gusto mo ng work, 'di ba? Opo. How? How? I actually the more I read about that conversation, parang naiinis na din ako. Parang I mean,
Di
dude.
ba? If you would like to work as a VA, one of the things that you need to have is the power to, or not power, but the skill to search for answers.
Resourcefulness. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
resourcefulness, yes. Meron kang Google, may Google ka. Okay? I'll give you some big websites. Google, you have your Facebook, you have your social media, actually.
Yep.
Depends. Kasi kung ano yung mga sinesearch mo eh. You can use your social medias for how-tos. YouTube.
Yep.
You can even use TikToks.
Yep.
Ang dami. Instead na nanonood ka ng mga gumigewang-gewang at gumigending-kending dyan, kat meron kang gustong matutunan, yun ang hanapin mo. Di ba? Instead of you watching the news about the celebrity breakup o kung sino naman, o yan, meron na namang bago na kung ano nangyayari, might as well look for something new. No? Kumbaga, kung hindi ka marunong masyado magluto, hanap kang videos nila, ano, nila Ninong Rai, nila Chef RV, or kung sino man yung mga chef. Kung gusto mong magluto, kung gusto mong matuto magluto. If you would like to learn more about social media marketing, search online. Ang dami na, ang dami na.
Sa
Sobrang
YouTube,
dami na
guys,
yan.
let me give you a tip sa YouTube if you don't know how to start or you don't know where to start. If
Mhm.
you're trying to learn something, especially if it's a new technology or new tool online, always put in the word tutorial after that word. If
Yes.
you go to YouTube, I don't know how to use Canva. Canva tutorial. Very easy.
Yes.
I don't know how to use Google. Let's just say you don't know how to use Google. Google tutorial. The reason kasi a lot of VA aspirants do not know where to start is because they don't have the right keywords also to search.
Yes.
If you're trying to learn, guys, starting, you have zero knowledge, always put in the word tutorial on whatever you search, because that
Mhm.
would you cannot blame Google or YouTube if they don't give you the right videos because you're not giving them the right keywords. You can't
Exactly.
blame them.
So, how do you guys manage it? Especially sa'yo, Sir Needs,
Mm.
kasi ang daming ginagawa. Si Sir Mike, ano yan, fourth year yan, so marami rin ginagawa. So, how do you manage it? Ikaw muna, Sir Needs.
Yeah. How did I manage it? So, for me, since I've been doing it for quite some time now, para sa akin is you have to weigh things, or uh, you have to weigh your what your priorities really are,
Mm-hmm.
because lalo na sa atin, because we have a lot of priorities. So we have to weigh what
Mm-hmm.
are the most, I mean, the top of our priorities. So
Mm-hmm.
um for me po is what I'm usually doing is kapag sobrang um sobrang antok ko na galing sa work, tapos I have a class to attend to,
Uh-huh.
and then my friends are inviting me to like have a coffee somewhere. um I have to practice saying no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's that should be the first thing that you should do, because of course dapat kutuban mo rin yung sarili mo or yung katawan mo, if kaya
Kaya
mo
pa.
pa ba, kaya
Mm-hmm.
pa ba na energy mo.
True.
So yeah, um because in the first place we have millions of time in the world to gala.
Mm-hmm.
So there
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of
To
uh,
socialize, huh?
I mean, yeah, to socialize. So if puyat, if ever puyat pa ako ngayon, um oh yeah, it's so awkward. Um Hindi ako na gumagala
Mm-hmm.
kapag super super drain ko. And
Okay.
also you have to reward yourself,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because every day I'm always rewarding myself. That is why wala pa akong ipon ngayon.
Grabe naman.
Yeah,
Sobrang ano, parang ano
um,
ba to?
for
Deserve
us
ko to.
to
Si
yeah.
deserve ko to. Alright, okay. So, basically, priorities pa rin. Tama. So, kung may exam ka tingin na bukasan, may trabaho ka,
Yes.
I think if you're gonna be open with your
Mm,
client, especially kung alam naman nila na nag-aaral ka and it's not hindering you to
yes.
provide or deliver your deliverables, I think maintindihan naman
Mm,
nila eh. 'Di ba? Especially kung wari, pumasok ka lang ng
yes.
3 hours, 4 hours, and then you
Yes
do
po.
an early out kasi nga may exam ka kinabukasan, kailangan mo matulog or magpahinga.
Mm,
I think they will understand. Especially if you're working for a client for several years. Tama? Kasi may intindihan na yan eh. Kilala,
mm,
most likely, kilala niya na
yes.
yung pamilya mo. Kung may asawa at anak ka, kilala niya na yan. Kung nanay mo lang, kilala niya na rin yan. Malamang nakita niya na rin sa video yan one time.
Mm,
Di ba? Yung mga kapatid mo, mga ganun. So, it's really a relationship between you and your client. How you're going to
yes.
manage your time, that's one thing. But one of the things that you need to also have, yun, so advice ko dun sa mga gustong pagsabay-sabayin, especially kapag ka nag-aaral or aral at work, if you can explain it to your client, much better. Kasi sila rin mismo,
Yes.
ayaw nila ng overwork ka. Kasi sila rin mismo ang nagsasabi, at least dun sa mga clients na nakausap ko, sila mismo pagka nagsasabi yan mga yan, sabihin nila, kapag overwork yung tao ko, biglang nawawala. Tapos hindi na pumapasok. Di ba? Biglang nawawala. Ayan yung, ano eh, yan yung isang trait. I don't know if it is only here in the Philippines kasi hindi pa naman ako nakakapagtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Pero yung isang kliyente ko kasi, I just want to share with you guys. Isang kliyente ko kasi, ang sabi niya sa akin, um, well, we have like a 30-day um, notice kung sakaling gusto mo nang umalis. Katulad dito sa Pilipinas. Kapag ka nagtrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya, meron kang 30 days na kailangan mo mag-render bago ka makakaalis officially dun sa company. Sa VA kasi, karamihan, hindi naman ganun eh. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, may kliyente ka, pwede kang ganyang i-ditch ka agad eh. Ngayon, kung ayaw niya na
Yes.
sa'yo, tanggalin ka na kaganyan.
Yan
Pero,
yung yan yung
mm,
nakakatakot din
exactly,
sa
exactly.
freelance world.
I think na pag-usapan din namin to ni Ralph nung first episode na yung being a VA or in this type of industry, hindi siya stable. Kasi may mga
Yes.
kliyente dito na okay tayo ngayon, okay tayo next week, okay tayo, baka magkaroon lang tayo ng bumps or magkaroon tayo ng problema, bigla ka na lang kagad iiwan.
Yes.
'Di ba? Nangyayari 'yun and it's real. It actually happens. It happened to me once. Kaya alam ko yung ganun. Kaya dito, itong may kliyente nga ako na sinabi niya sa akin, hindi, dapat 30 days bago ka umalis. Regardless kung anong reason yan, kung gusto mo umalis 30 days. Bakit? Kasi syempre may business siya na pinapatakbo at isa ka doon sa gumagalaw para gumalaw or isa ka doon sa nagpapatakbo ng business para gumalaw na maayos yung business. Kapag nawala ka
Yeah.
bigla siyang mawawalan ng business na maayos. 'Di ba? Whatever the reason is, pwedeng
Yes.
nagka-anuhan kayo, hindi kayo nagka-ayusan or 'di ba? Ang daming reasons eh. Pero being professional enough, you need to still have that 30 days. So, what I'm trying to say is if you can be as transparent to your client as possible, especially kapag nag-aaral ka, kasi ang hirap ng nagtatago ka, tapos ang pasok mo 9 a.m. to 6, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Tapos ang pasok mo alas 8, alas 7. Tapos bigla ka merong exam. Ay, patay ka talaga niyan. 'Di ba? Kasi, correct me if I'm wrong guys, no? I don't know if you guys agree, but kapag ka napagod ka, physically, gagana pa utak mo. Pero kapag napagod ka mentally, pagod na yung katawan mo, hindi ka pa makakapag-isip. Tama ba?
Yes.
Mas nakakapagod ang mental strain or ang mental fatigue compared sa physical fatigue. Diba? Kasi sa atin, trabaho natin, nakaharap lang tayo sa computer eh. Computer lang, research, sa kausap sa mga ano. Unlike yung mga nasa fast food. Diba? Sa mga fast food, yung, lalo na, Jollibee. Diba? Jollibee, McDonald's, Mang Inasal, yung mga ganyan, diba? Sobrang nakakapagod sa ano yun. Sa physical yun. As in talagang drained ka pagkatapos ng isang shift. Pero, kapag nagkwentuhan tayo, nag-usap tayo, clear pa rin ang utak mo. Unlike tayo kapag yan, kumari, sabi nga niya, no, ni Sir Nitz, antok na ako, hindi ko na alam kung ano yung sasabihin ko. Mahirap din. So, you need to be transparent as possible. Ikaw, Mike, anong ginagawa mo? Especially ikaw, fourth year ka. Ang hirap ng ano,
Yes.
situation, pero you're still managing it. So, props to you. But what do you do? How do you manage it?
First, ang system na nag-best work para sa akin. Masasabi ko muna sa lahat na nanonood na hanapin niyo talaga yung yung system or mag-build kayo ng system na mag-work sa inyo.
Mag-work
So,
para sa iyo. Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
So, if you are familiar kung paano hinahandle ng Samsung company,
Mhm.
yung gumagawa ng mga phone nyo,
Mhm.
ang mga um, yung mga employer nila,
Mhm.
parang ganun ako nagwo-work pero parang hindi.
If
So
you
sa
if
mga
you
hindi
can
nakakaalam,
Yeah, if you can give us more details about it kasi
okay.
ako personally hindi ko alam eh. So
Okay,
if you can give us yeah.
sa hindi nakakaalam, hindi tulad sa Pilipinas or sa ibang company, yung Samsung, uh, pinapapasok lang nila yung employee nila whenever feel nila na productive sila. Hindi nila
Oh.
nire-require na papasok ka ng alas 8,
Uh-huh.
mag-out ka sa work na ganitong oras. Hindi sila
Okay.
ganun. So ako naman, in-apply ko siya, pero ayun nga, yung sinabi ko na parang ginagamit ko siya na parang hindi. So ganito yon. Um, Even nagwo-work ako ng 9 p.m.
Mhm.
to 6 a.m.
Mhm.
Um, Pagkatapos ng shift ko, chine-check ko muna kung ano yung mga work na pwede kong gawin outside sa working hours ko para kung for example, may makita ko na sa susunod na kinabukasan may exam ako. So,
Mhm.
a day ahead or kung kailan ako may time ay gagawin ko na yung task.
Okay.
Tapos, para during working hours kasi yung trabaho ko unlike kay, Sir Nido, he's, taking calls simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Sa work ko naman, hindi kasi nagma-micromanage yung client ko as long as, yun nga, nagagawa ko yung mga pinapatrabaho niya.
Yung deliverables mo, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So, para sa akin, yun yung, um, should I say, nag-work best for me. Dahil doon sa system na yun, parang um, nagkaka-oras ako. For example, may pasok ako ng 7 AM.
Mm-hmm.
Out ko is 6 AM. So parang isang oras na lang yung tulog ko dapat
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
minsan hindi na or minsan nga hindi ka na makakatulog kasi natatakot ka na baka hindi ka na magising,
Hindi ka
mahuli ka sa
magising
klase.
kagad. Oo,
Oh,
tama.
pero dahil ginawa ko yung mga work na pwedeng gawin outside sa
Mm-hmm.
working hours ko.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, so natatapos ko siya ng maaga. Natatapos ko siya ng minsan nga 3 AM, 4
Mm-hmm.
AM. Send ko na agad lahat sa client ko.
Tapos
Kinabukas,
makakatulog ka na.
makakatulog na ako.
So
Makakapasok na ako.
it's really a matter of how you play your cards in a sense.
Yes.
Eto guys, yung mga estudyante na gustong magtrabaho, just ano to, I don't know if it is a reminder or an advice, pero masabi ko lang na kapag ka nag-start ka magtrabaho and then you started earning money for yourself, ang hirap na magstay sa same path as
Yes.
being a student.
Yeah,
'Di ba?
agree.
Kasi, 'di ba, ang idea is mag-aaral ako na maayos, gagraduate, magtatrabaho, I'll earn money. Nagtrabaho ka to earn money, tama? 'Di
Yes.
ba? Nagtrabaho ka to earn money. But right now, I'm earning money. I'm still studying. Ito yung mga tao na paano ko ikikip yung ano to, yung gusto ko sa pagiging estudyante if I'm already earning money, if I'm going to do the same thing after I graduated, 'di ba? Pero yung iba talaga is gustong graduate because of course dito sa Pilipinas ang hirap ng walang diploma.
Yes.
Pangalawa, you're doing the same thing for the
True.
past 4 years. Andito ko na eh. And you're enjoying, especially if you're enjoying, no? Lalo na dun sa mga courses na nag enjoy And si Sir Mike mukhang nag enjoy sa ano eh, sa BA Filipino Language eh. And si Sir Nids eh, sa secondary education. So kung nag enjoy ka, you don't, you won't have the dilemma to choose between. Kasi you can do
Yes.
both, di ba? If you're enjoying it. So, sa inyo, ano yung naging biggest challenge ninyo throughout the career, no? Nung nag-start kayo mag-VA and while you are in college, ano yung naging biggest challenge ninyo dito sa either pagmamanage or yung pagpipili ba in between or anything? Mike, ikaw mag-start. Ano yung naging biggest challenge mo?
Nung nagsisimula pa lang ako sa um, pag-BBA,
Hmm.
hindi naging madali. No,
Mm-hmm.
hindi naging madali dahil nag-a-adjust pa ako na kung paano balansehin ang
Mm-hmm.
dalawang magkaibang mundo.
Yes.
So, nagsimula akong mag-VA was um, yeah. Nagsimula akong mag-VA is nung nag third year college ako.
Okay.
So, akala ko nung una kaya ko.
Okay.
Um, so, ayun sinikap kong balansehin yung dalawang ano, yung work at tsaka school.
Hmm.
And then I failed. I
You failed.
failed to manage na
Okay.
mag-excel sa work and sa school.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, yun yung naging biggest challenge ko na hindi ko na-handle kasi nung nagsisimula pa lang ako, wala pa akong system paano i-handle.
Okay. So parang
So,
kumbaga bahala na si Batman.
yes, yun yung ano ko, nung,
Okay. All right.
so, ano pa naman ako, yung parang, ako yung, um, I won't dig deep sa personal, ano ko, pero I would say na um, kinalakihan ko na parang I always have to um,
Excel.
yes, I always have to excel,
Yeah.
no? So, yun, naluma ko sa sarili ko na hindi ko na, so,
Mhm.
kaya ako fourth year ngayon pero hindi pa ako gagraduate kasi nga may mga babalikan pa ako.
Irregular.
And irregular, yes,
Mhm.
irregular. Pero
Mhm.
ngayon, nasasabi ko na dahil sa system na nahanap ko o na-build ko,
Mhm.
um, um, na-handle ko siya way, way better noon.
Compared to the first, no, no,
Yes.
first
I am
experience.
able to reach um, goals ko sa school and
Mhm.
goals ko sa work.
Mhm.
Kailangan kong i-achieve sa work and kailangan kong i-achieve sa school.
Ang ano kasi dyan, ba? Parang for me, um, just wanna share, hindi ako yung tipo ng estudyante na lagi nag-excel. Pero I do good. I mean, siguro masabi mo I'm one of the average people na hindi naman babagsak. Pero hindi naman ako yung nasa top 10 or hindi naman ako sa nata unless if it is my favorite subject. Di ba? Siyempre, favorite subject mo yun eh. Unconsciously, you're doing good. You're doing
Yes.
better than most of them because you put more effort doon sa subject na yun. That's your favorite subject eh. Pero, I think that's one of the things na hindi ko naging challenge yung parang if I fail, medyo parang masakit yung ano, masakit
Mm,
yung tama sa akin emotionally and mentally kasi nga siyempre dapat lagi ako nag-excel eh. Dapat lagi
yes.
ako nag-excel. That's actually a challenge for people na laging nag-excel. Na kapag ka nakatama ng failure, eh parang ang hirap mag-bounce back. 'Di ba? I mean,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong, no? Yun yung mga nagiging challenges. Pero, you're able to do that. Why? That's the big question, why? Kasi, if I am in your shoes, and I have the same characteristics as yours, baka nag-aral na lang ako. Hindi na ako nagtrabaho. Or baka nagtrabaho na lang ako, hindi na ako nag-aral.
Mm.
Either of the two. But here you are. You are a student. You're a VA. So the big question is, why? Bakit mo pinursue both?
Um, so sa mga hindi nakakaalam, I didn't came from a very well-off family.
Okay.
So I really have to make a way for my, to sustain um, my living.
To help, no? To help
And
financially as well.
yes,
Okay. All right. So basically, it's the your why is your family and your, of course, yung way of living or probably yung para lang makatulong ka sa pamilya mo in a financial manner. Kasi nga tama naman nun. Kasi kapag ka again, if you're one of the breadwinners, kasi pwedeng ang isang family may isang breadwinner lang, pero meron din mga family na multiple ang breadwinners. And if you're one of the people na na parang nagre-rely ang family sa'yo or naglo-look up ang family
yes,
sa'yo, it can be something na medyo, ay, it's not a burden, pero ang bigat ng plato ko. So, hindi ko siya pwedeng basta-basta iiwan Kasi kapag iniwan ko siya, maraming matatamaan. Hindi ko siya pwedeng
Yes.
basta ibato, maraming tatamaan. So I need to do something about it. Excuse me.
Yes.
I need to do something about it. And what you've done is to find a system that works for
Yes.
you. So
And
nung nakuha mo yung system, sorry, nung nakuha mo yung system, anong naging feeling mo? Yung kumbaga parang, was it like a sigh of relief? Parang kumbaga, ang laking problema to, biglang nagawan ko ng paraan, something like that.
it was really kumbaga life changing system for me.
Literally, life
Mm.
changing.
Kasi yun nga kahit minsan um, may mga araw naman talaga o na parang minsan gusto mo ng um,
Gusto
sumuko.
ko nang bumit.
Idol ko po na idol ko pa man ko pa naman yan si Morissette yung kumanta. So, may mga araw talaga na parang gusto mo ng yun nga, gusto mo ng bumitaw,
Ah,
gusto mo ng dahil pagod ka na pero um, I look back and I ask myself why I started in the first place. Kung yeah, why I started in the first place. Kaya sabi ko nun, um, hahanapan ko 'to ng paraan na makabalik ako sa pag-aaral. Kaya yun,
nice.
um, kasi what I'm isa din sa bagay that I'm really passionate about is um, most of my sa leisure time ko, I watch any random YouTube videos that revolves in technological breakthrough.
Okay.
So, doon ko na-discover and one day, um, nakakita ko ng YouTube video and explain kung paano hinahandle ng Samsung yung
Okay.
employee niya.
All
So,
right.
nasabi ko, oo nga no, parang um, nagbe-benefit yung empleyado at saka yung company kasi
Yeah.
kasi kung papasok lang yung employee kung kailan nila feel nila productive, edi yung mga yung ano ba tawag dito? Edi mas
Result.
malaki o mas maganda yung naiko-contribute nila.
Yes. Kasi sa akin, I handle teams, and one of the philosophies that I always tell them is kapag masaya yung empleyado, hindi mo kailangan pakiusapan yan na mag-provide ng best
Yes.
niya or yung maging productive. Kasi kung hindi siya, kumbaga kung ako personally, masaya ako sa ginagawa ko at I feel important and I feel um, ano ba to? Basta parang may commendation coming from the higher management na
Yes.
parang pinapahalagahan ako, then you don't need to tell me that, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Magkukusa ako, 'di ba? Kasi masaya ako eh. And I think that's one of the things na to be honest, ngayon ko lang narinig to yung sa Samsung story on how they work. So this is one of the best things that I learned na meron din palang mga giant companies, big companies na gumagawa na, okay, pumasok ka kapag sa feeling mo productive ka. Kasi kung hindi, kung pipilitin lang kitang pumasok ngayon at hindi ka naman productive, sinasayang lang natin oras natin pareho. Ako nagsasayang ako ng pera, ikaw nagsasayang ka ng
Yes.
oras. Tama. Kasi minsan,
And if we look at their system kung paano nila hinahandle yung empleyado nila, tignan nakikita naman natin how the company Samsung is changing the world. Kung paano
yes,
ka mga revolutionary yung mga products nila.
exactly. Exactly. At hindi lang to TVs, hindi lang to cellphones, hindi lang to
Yes.
computers. Ang dami ng
You
Samsung.
name
Well,
it.
yung doon sa mga tao na hindi pa alam, merong mga trucks ang Samsung. Meron sila yung mga parang, what do you call this? Yung sa construction. Meron sila mga malalaking mga
Yes,
vehicles
yes, yes.
ang Samsung. Hindi lang sila for electronic gadgets. Marami, as in maraming marami. Sobrang ganda. Sobrang ganda nun, Mike. Sobrang nakaka-inspire, to be honest. Especially the part where you said, you need to go back to your why. Kasi that's
Yes.
one of the things na sa sobrang focus natin sa goal, minsan hindi na natin minsan nakakalimutan na natin, bakit ba natin ginagawa to?
Yes.
Hindi lang naman dahil sa pera yun eh, di ba? I mean, you can do something else for money. You can get like, let's say, do another job or build a business for money. Pero you're still doing this because of something, and that is
Yes.
your why you started it, why you're doing this. That's your why. And do not forget to go back to your why, kasi ito yung re-refuel sa'yo, no?
Yes.
Pagka nawawala ka na minsan sa daan, ito yung lighthouse mo na, ay,
Mhm.
doon pala ako papunta, hindi pala dito. Doon pala ako papunta.
Yes.
So, dito naman. Sir Nids, ano naman sa'yo ang naging challenges? Especially for you, 4 years, man. You've been doing this for 4 years. So,
Yeah.
medyo, I think, marami-rami to. Alright, so ano yung mga naging challenges mo? At the onset or anything, the biggest challenges that you faced when you started in the VA industry? Nakamute ka yata.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so before I started focusing on being a full-time virtual assistant, I am actually a student assistant in our school before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard for me because it made me um, it made me think or decide a crucial decision of what is really the one that I have to choose, because hindi ko na kasi kaya if mag
Mm-hmm.
student assistant ako while doing part-time at
Yes.
night. So
Mm-hmm.
because working as a student assistant in our campus is you have to report in school for um 8 hours.
Para ka
Pero
employee.
yung 8 hours, yeah,
Di ba?
yung 8 hours is including na dyan yung mga classes namin. So I
Okay.
just have to report to the office. Um, I was assigned into a research department, and I have to report in there after my class or during after my class or kapag wala po akong pasok. Yes po. So, um, l- last 2021, yeah, 2021, um, I, I, I took risk. I chose to um, leave the program, which is the being a student assistant,
Mhm.
and started focusing on working as a full-time virtual assistant. So just like what Michael said a while ago, that you have to identify first if I mean you have to know first if what is your purpose.
Mhm.
Why do you need to choose this? Why do you need to take this risk? Yeah. So for me, hindi naman din po ako nag-regret
Mhm.
because may advantages kasi, marami kasing advantages if ikaw yung hawak, I mean, ikaw yung hawak ng oras mo.
Yeah,
No? So,
definitely. Uh,
yeah. So, with that, um, as time passes by, like weeks passes by
mhm.
from the moment I have left the program, the student assistant program, I was able to experience an amazing change from within in my life because I have earned more than being a part time.
Oh, of course. Compared naman sa ano.
Yeah, and it's somehow risky
Aha.
in the first place because wala nang scholarship, and
Okay.
hindi din naman natin alam kung kailan mag-end yung client mo kasi
Right.
freelancing lang.
Exactly.
But I but thank God because up until now hindi nag-stop yung client ko.
So, single
I
Yes.
client
was
to? Ever since? Same client?
since 2021.
Oo, same
Yes.
client? Oh,
Wow.
solid.
Mm.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Grabe. 4 years.
It's kind of risky. It's kind of risky. Pwede
It
akong hindi
was
makapag-aral
risky.
if ever
Oo.
mawala siya. Oh.
Oo, it was risky. Pero right now, I think, kumbaga, you're getting the fruits of your labor. No? Kasi nga,
Yes.
especially,
Thank God.
may connection or may relationship na kayo ng client mo. So, it's really a good thing. So, ano yung naging repercussions nung changes na ginawa mo, nung decision na ginawa mo, from like leaving the student assistant role, then focusing on being a VA? So what were the repercussions?
What do you mean? Like,
Ano yung nangyari? Kumbaga, was there any, um, kumbaga, ano yung naging reactions in a sense? Kasi
okay.
kumbaga, you're
Mm.
getting benefits out of being an SA, no?
Yeah, that's a great question.
So,
Um,
mhm, there.
um, actually po yung program na
Mhm,
yung scholarship na being a student assistant is actually may nakalagay doon na contract. I mean, we actually signed a contract
mhm,
before we started being a student assistant. So, nakalagay doon sa contract na kapag hindi ka or kapag hindi mo tinapos yung time frame na 5 years or 4 years na nag-aaral,
mhm,
tapos um, tapos nag-end ka or hindi mo tinapos yung pagiging student assistant,
mhm.
kasi yung nasa contract is dapat graduate ka as working with them.
Okay.
Mm.
Tapos kapag hindi ka graduate or lumabas ka sa I mean, you
Naging
violate the
invalidate.
contract,
Ah, okay.
you have to you have to pay for
You have to pay?
the
So parang
yes.
breach of contract kasi.
I don't want to mention the school, but
No, 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 it's okay. That's okay. So it's like a
yeah,
breach of contract kasi. Kaya you need to pay.
Yes.
yes,
Parang may
yeah.
bond.
It also makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Kasi, contract eh. Hindi lang naman kasi to basta-basta na,
Mm,
hindi, okay, sige,
yes.
punta ka dito, SI ka na, okay na tayo. Hindi naman ganun yun eh. Ano yan eh,
Mm,
may kontrata yan eh. Diba? So, you agree to
yes.
something, so you need to deliver. Pero since you broke the contract, it was a breach of contract, you need to, so, kailangan mong magbayad. How much did you pay?
Yes. 80 plus.
Wow!
Malapit
But
na.
Grabe!
I am very happy
Muntik na akong
because
mapamura.
80 plus. All right. Okay, 80,000. Okay, and then what happened?
yeah, but I'm very happy on my end because yung thought kasi na ako yung hawak ng oras ko. I
Mm,
can kapag wala na akong pasok, hindi wala akong iisipin na I have to report to the office,
mhm.
but to go direct I mean to go home
Yeah.
after my office and I mean after my class, but to go home to instead
Mm,
and have all the time to rest.
right.
Yung ano, to have
Yeah.
Freedom.
control with your own time,
Yes.
Yung
Correct.
freedom,
freedom.
can really amount
Mm.
to
Uh,
anything.
um,
Yes.
may ano yan eh. May, what do you call this? Freedom, mental, yung parang
Yes, mental health.
mental health, yung peace,
Yeah,
yung
yeah,
ano,
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
'di ba, yung
Peace
mental
of
Correct.
peace, yung mga ganyan. Yung bayad or yung amount na katumbas nun is sobrang maliit compared to what you're getting, 'di ba? I mean,
Yes. Yes.
80,000,
Mm.
man, you're the only person that I know who paid 80,000 pero happy.
Mm.
'Di ba? Kasi it's 80 grand or 80 plus pero you're happy because you got your
Mm.
freedom, no? Hindi
Mm.
na parang siguro there was a point in time na parang naging ano na siya, chore. Naging
Yeah.
parang you're dragging yourself to
yes,
go,
yes.
'di ba? Kasi a task can be a chore if you're not willing to do it. Hindi naman sa not willing to do it,
Mm.
pero somehow merong may parang resistance dun sa
Mm.
paggawa.
Yeah.
Pero if you're doing it because you love it, that's called passion naman.
Mhm.
'Di So it's
Yes.
totally different.
Nakamute pala ako. So, ayun guys, no? Salamat sa panonood ng ating mga flashbacks, highlights from the previous vlogs. Of course, we're gonna have another one. Pero next week, we will have a special guest, which is Sir Nino of Neo SMM. So, uh, let's watch out kung ano ang mga magagandang pag-uusapan natin next week and see you again sa ating next podcast episode. Again, this is Jason. Thank you and you have a wonderful night. Thank you guys. Bye.